Yes. Oh, right. JP, Kol Namari, good to see you again. Adila, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for joining us. JP, I know that you're not seeing the live stream from Adila, don't worry about it. Adila, I've been working with JP for the last few weeks, helping him design an individual education network strategy as he prepares to move from his home in Richmond, right? A climate refugee facility in Richmond, California. He's from Kiribati, and you probably know what happened there. JP, Adila's mother contracted with me to help Adila build a community education network. She's been homeschooled in Minneapolis. That's in Minnesota, sort of in the middle north of the U.S. It should be coming up on your tablet now. And in my discussion with her mother about Adila's education profile, I discovered a few things that actually made me think of you. To be as transparent here as possible, this is what I'm hoping to see happen. I'd like to see the two of you to come to have each other as links to larger education networks. You don't have to be friends. I'm not trying to set up anything social here. But I do think you have the right balance of similarities and differences to be good network hubs for each other. You probably already have a sense of what one of the similarities is. JP is Ikiribati, living in the U.S. for the last few years. Adila is a Muslim American, born in the U.S., but sheltered within a strong community for her pretty much her entire life. While these are superficially very different situations, you're each facing a moment in your lives when you're being asked to straddle two very distinct cultural experiences in a setting where your own cultural identity has to compete against a powerful mainstream society. It's not easy, and I think you'll each benefit from hearing about each other's experiences. There's another similarity, though, one that isn't obvious and, to be frank, makes my job a bit more difficult. Neither of you has adopted cognitive enhancement technology, either in digital or biopharma form. This makes my role as a community intelligence cartographer more challenging because, as you undoubtedly know firsthand, CogTech use is pretty widespread, and I'll need to make sure that you're each working with learning communities that can accommodate you. More importantly, as you move into a wider education culture, you'll both be seeing quite a bit of pressure to start using CET. So it'll be important for you to have someone to talk with who is wrestling with the same kinds of decisions. On that note, JP, you told me last time that you were thinking about using some wakefulness meds to be able to work at night. As CogTech goes, that's not very powerful, but this is still a hard decision. I've been using similar meds for about 15 years now, and so I'm not an impartial observer here. I thought that being able to talk with Adila would offer some balance. Now, the last reason that I wanted you to meet is related to one big difference between the two of you. JP has a strong sense of what he wants to do, what kinds of fields he'd like to study in more depth, and what kinds of work he's interested in undertaking. While Adila, at least according to your mother, has yet to express any real opinions on the subject. Adila, it struck me that you might find it valuable to talk with JP about how he decided that he wanted to work in the field of climate response, and how he goes about making that happen. In the meantime, I'd like to get going on getting a core learning community set up for you. And JP, I received a message from one of your mentors that a couple of the influencers in your social hub have left the facility. So I want to talk to you about what that means for you. But let's start with Adila.